everyone, William here. I just had another great conversation with another guest. Would you like to come in and listen in on the conversation we had? By the way, feel free to share it with anyone you feel may find it of interest. Come on, let's go listen in now. Marie Robbins, welcome to my studio.
Thank you.
Thanks for reaching out and asking to be on the program and joining me here. It's a pleasure having a conversation with you previous to the recording, and I'm really grateful to have you in the studio.
Likewise, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So you're running for councillor for Ward 9.
Correct.
Which is Stony Creek.
Yes.
And what prompted you to run?
There are many reasons. I was born there. My father was born there. So I have deep roots there. I scooped ice cream at Stony Creek Dairy was my first job. My first real job, though, was a teacher at Memorial School in Stony Creek. And then after that, for 30-odd years, I was in business. I owned and operated Smith McKay Florist in Hamilton and Stony Creek Flower Shop at the corner of King and Lake Avenue. I raised my family there. It's a community I love and want to have volunteered in and want to continue volunteering in a bigger way. Volunteering by being a voice at City Council for my community. Yeah,
it's growing quite a bit too. I noticed that going down King Street that there's a lot of buildings that are getting facelifts, and it's becoming very Niagara on the Lake-ish, as it were. It's, you know, and there's a lot of areas in the city that are really pulling on that, taking their heritage and making the buildings look new without too much structural change to the heritage look of the buildings and whatnot.
Yes, we have a strong heritage and history, but at the same time we have some lovely new businesses. In fact, every second Saturday we have a street event, a Stony Creek on the street event, where the merchants and the churches all are involved and people are walking up and down the streets, and it's a wonderful event. The next one actually is this Saturday, and I will be having open house at my campaign headquarters there.
Oh, very good. And where is your headquarters? Speaking of that, where is it located?
It is located almost at the corner of King and Lake Avenue, 15 King Street East. And it's, people are kind of taking notice. It's an office trailer in a former empty lot, and we're having so much fun with that. So come on in and see it.
Oh,
I invite you.
Yeah, very good. Well, I will certainly do my best to get by and take a look at what you've done. I'm down the street every once in a while on King Street there, not too far from that. So if you become the successful candidate, what would be your number one priority? What would the thing that you'd like to sink your teeth in to see happen that you don't see currently happening?
I would like to improve quality of life, and I know that sounds very general and very nebulous, but I do believe that one step at a time we can improve the quality of life with people. And my job first, and I've been doing a lot of this already, is listening to people and then being a voice for those people at City Hall. I've knocked on a lot of doors. I just released my platform last week. The reason being I wanted to get input from the local people as to what is important and where I should go and how I can be the best voice for the community. So there are many ways of doing it, but that in a nutshell is what I want to accomplish.
Sometimes the simplest way is the most effective way. There's all this technology that we can use and whatnot as well, but people generally like to press the flesh and see people and have a conversation face to face with them.
Having said that, on the other side of the coin, I do have a very active website, and it is changing from time to time. For example, we are very fortunate in Hamilton to have the World Biosphere Escarpment. We are the city of waterfalls, and in my particular ward, one of the most amazing waterfalls, I think, is the Devil's Punch Bowl, where I grew up and played. And I have a petition online about helping to improve accessibility to that punch bowl.
I noticed that actually, and I noticed some of the pictures that you have there, and they're quite remarkable. I don't know where you've got the photos from or if you took them yourself, but it is quite the wonder, that punch bowl, and from the area it is.
It certainly is, and in the Stony Creek News today, the Conservation Authority is announcing great steps to improve and make it more accessible and so on, which makes me very happy.
It'd be a great tourist draw, and I don't think it is. I don't think a lot of people, you know, are aware of it when they come to this area. That it's one of those things. It's almost like a must-see.
Actually, it's interesting. I think Hamilton is a best-kept secret to some people. I know that through Rotary International, my husband and I have hosted 23 students from around the world, from virtually every country in the world, and they stay for a year and they go to high school here. And inevitably, they're all amazed with the escarpment, the waterfalls, the lakes, the view. They're amazed by our city, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, well, I know that people are often asking me if I've gone anywhere exotic and whatnot, and I haven't been a great traveler. But at the same time, I've never been behind the falls. So, you know, for me to pick up and leave and go somewhere else when what people are leaving to come to is in my backyard,
Exactly.
you know, it seems kind of odd. And I've yet to experience all the falls that we have here in Hamilton. Like I said earlier, I've only been here for a couple of years, but I find it a remarkable place, and it has remarkable people.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Very good. So, what would you like people to know about you as a candidate?
I have mentioned my background in terms of a balance of business and education. What I have not perhaps spoken about is my volunteerism. I think it's so important to give back, and I have volunteered my whole life, perhaps notably as a member of the Trillium Foundation, as past president and long-term member of the Rotary Club of Hamilton. I've mentioned about hosting children there. I was a member and chair of Wentworth Libraries, and I just think that this is running for city council is the ultimate way to volunteer and give back. And I'm very excited about the possibility of giving back in more and more ways. Yeah,
well, I've actually witnessed very briefly, but I know that you have quite the skill in getting people to volunteer as well. I've had the pleasure of speaking to some of your volunteers, and they're quite pleased to be volunteering with you and other things in the city as well. So I think it's an important asset to be able to be a volunteer and encourage other people to do it and show them the promise of what it's like to be a volunteer and the rewards that you get from it. This city is amazing for that. I've seen it in so many ways, and you both have expressed to me the people that you've seen and the things that you've seen. And you even told me that Hamilton is the volunteer capital of Canada.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And I have such a great team of volunteers and all ages, and boy, we work hard, but we have fun doing it, which is fabulous.
I have no difficulty buying into the fact that Hamilton would be the #1 for volunteers. I've seen people rally behind causes for an individual, causes for a community, just in starting this whole conversation thing with this platform with people. And it's been very encouraging for me. So, in your ward, what areas specifically does it cover? It goes up the escarpment as well, right? Your ward.
It is, I guess, lower heritage Old Stony Creek, as I would describe it, from Centennial Parkway, Queenston Road, Grays Road, and then on top of the escarpment from First Road East to Rymel, and all the way over about to the Red Hill Expressway. So it's quite a large area, diverse in many ways, in terms of the lower being old traditional Stony Creekers, if you like. Upper area very exciting with all of the building and the development and new people and new homes, but with its challenges for transportation in terms of need for more infrastructure, larger roads, and the safety associated with it. Then if I flip-flop down to the lower Stony Creek, as I mentioned, older heritage, but upcoming next year there's going to be a lot of infrastructure being done on King Street. Some closures, some difficulties for the businesses, but very much needed, and at the end of the day we'll, as someone said, we'll make lemonade out of the lemons. We'll make it come together. I'm very excited about it, but it will be difficult until it's finished, but it'll be great.
Yeah, very good. So how would one get a hold of you? You did tell us where your facility is.
Yes, campaign office, King Street East, right just east of Lake Avenue. We will have regular hours, starting with the big open house this weekend.
They'll be posted on your website, right?
Yes, it'll be posted on my website, which is www.marierobbins, with 2 B's, ROBBINS.ca. And yes, please check out the website. I do keep it up to date. I post new things along with the hours and so on. So please check me out on the website.
Well, at the end, I'll put up the information at the end for the viewers so that they can have the information and get in contact with you on it. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. A pleasure having you here. I truly appreciate you coming in and sitting with me, and look forward to watching the progress of the campaign for you, Marie. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Join us. Catch the bug.